You. You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself? Is that so? Does the name Gleda ring a bell? The star beauty of my farm? Kidnapped by a drunk lout and sold to a giant? You better remember her right fast before I call the guards and have you hauled away. You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda. And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant. Fine, but I'll still be missing my Gleda. Doubt I'll ever have a prize-winning goat again. Most of what you said was gibberish, but you left a note. The only bit I could read was, after repaying Isolde in Whiterun. Until next time.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me. Oh, what's wrong? Did the engagement fall through? Look, how about we call it even, as long as you bring back the wedding ring? That's really a shame. I was so looking forward to the wedding. You said you'd have all the most interesting guests. You went right out to give it to your fiancé. Don't you even remember where you left her? And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why she left you. You must have had a wild night if you can't remember that. But I suppose everyone gets the jitters before their wedding. And I did say you could take a bit of time paying me back. You said the ceremony was going to be at Morvenskar. Don't forget you still owe me. Farewell.
you're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it. I thought you might not remember your first trip here. You had a big night. I think you've definitely earned the staff. Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. I don't owe you money, do I? I am Sanguine, Daedric Prince of Debauchery. I know. How could I lie to you? Well, how could I trust you until we've shared a few drinks? But it wasn't long before I realized you'd make a more interesting bearer of my not-quite-holy staff than this waste of flesh. Let's be honest here. I don't always think my decisions through, but you're going places. Maybe a little influence from your old Uncle Sanguine could help adjust your course a bit. My pleasure, but I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bard in all of Dawnstar. Me. My mother taught me. She was a bard from the college in Solitude. I hear they accept most people who apply, if you're ever interested. Yes. Ever since my mother died a few winters ago. I play songs and help with the drinks when I have the time. Sure, what can I do for you? Yes. This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need a room? Drink?
Believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end.
Oh, do you need a room?
Of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware the dragon.
My daughter Karita sings to the guests when she can. She has her mother's voice.
You'll know the Dragonborn's come.
I don't owe you money, do I?
Need something?
You, what do you want?
Tough day at the mines. I
Frost
swear the
took
ore
my
is getting
husband
harder
years
to dig.
ago.
You're just
He was a
getting
good
older.
My children
That's
all
why I
grew
come here
up
to talk
and
to
left
you.
Dawnstar
You're all
to
hard.
make their fortune. I'm the oldest woman in Dawnstar. Was here when Skald the Elder was Skald the Younger. He's a fool if you haven't met him already. Thinks Ulfric Stormcloak is invincible and spits dragon fire. The people here look to Brina Marilis when they need things settled. Real firebrand going up. Wasn't surprised when she joined the Legion.
I work in the mine just like everyone else.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble. You should speak to the Jarl if you need something, stranger.
Used
What
to
do
be
you
twice as many miners
Thorin
working
runs the
here
inn.
before all
Speak
this
to him.
trouble
Yes?
started.
What do you want?
Need something?
What are you staring at? What are you staring at? Yes?
Yes? Yes? Stop. By order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. Until next time.
I own Hollifrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work if the cruel seas have been sailors for generations.
The Stormcloaks are finding... I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time. Grew up here. Cold as at Mora, but that just grows the beard thicker. Lots of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
I feel so helpless out here. The people of Riften depended on me, and I failed them. You have something to say, dog? Something on your mind? Unmid and Anuriel shouldn't blame themselves for Riften's fall. I am the one who's ultimately responsible.
Hey, you're the one who killed Elaine de Font up in Ralbethar. Oh yeah, word about that got around. Good thing you did for Norelion, retrieving that file for him before he died. Man was obsessed. South of here and west of the road lies Kronvanger Cave. Stay away from it. And the vampire.
You must be the assassin. I need you to kill the itinerant lumberjack in Morthal at the logging camp. Here, this is all the gold I have.
Everything all right? The Dunmer get their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club.
Kill you to let the man go.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to. My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you. All right then.
Restoration is a perfect... You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you? Good. Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in. Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it. Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know. I'm quite aware of what's... I'll gladly share my knowledge with you. Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
All this knowledge. Looks like you're still in one piece. And more importantly, so is the book. Thank you. I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them. I don't care if you wrote it yourself. There are more books to be recovered and secured in the Arcanium. All right. I wrote down the last place I'd heard about. Don't get killed. All right, then.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
this a surprise?
I'm sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time here.
Archmage or not, all this looks like you're still in one piece. Of course I do. If I didn't, mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. May your next fight, there are more books to be recovered and secured here in the Arcanium. Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful.